welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. And today I want to show you something I came up with. If you've seen it before somewhere, then that's fine. We all come up with ideas, and you can share where you've seen it before. I'm pretty sure I have not seen it before. And I am calling it a handkerchief fold. And it is just to create an extra writing space that you can fancy up or do whatever you wish with it. And it's actually pretty easy. It took me a long time to figure it out. I did a lot of folding and folding and folding. I was inspired by a handkerchief that I bought. And it wasn't folded this way to begin with, but it kind of got misfolded while it was in the bag. And when I pulled it out of the bag, I'm like, that looks interesting. So we're going to make a handkerchief or a hanky, whatever. I'm afraid to call it a hanky because I'm afraid somebody will put panky behind it, and you know how that goes. So I am starting with a piece of paper. This one is a 12 by 12, and I'm going to have to cut it down because I created it with an 8.5 by 8.5 paper, and that works really well for most journals. You can even make it smaller. You just need it to be square. I think that 12 by 12 might be a little too much. I picked out this piece of paper from this paper pad, Theodosia Square. I think you can still find it. It's by the Paper Studio. I actually have 2 of these because I love it so much. So the first thing I want to do is cut it down. And I may even cut it down to 8 by 8 just to make things simple. I think I went with 8.5 by 8.5 on the other one because I was just using a piece of copy paper to practice, and it was 8.5. So I'm going to go with 8. This is actually kind of funny. I've been cleaning. I've been working on my studio, and it's not going fast, but it's going. And I found one of my sorting plastic envelopes that I got from scrapbook.com, one of these. And it was filled with a bunch of little projects, and this was in it. So I will get all through those little projects at some point. All right, so we are going to fold first, just corner to corner. I'll get my bone folder out. And I didn't quite get that matched up right. So there we go. I'll match it up and recrease it. And then we are going to fold. Here, I've got my practice one over here. Okay, and then, sorry about that. And then we need to fold across. And all of these folds right now are with the print to the outside. And then we're going to fold across again. And so the paper will look like this. And now, let's see, yep. Now we need to turn it over, and where we haven't folded diagonally on that side, we need to fold diagonally the other direction. And it doesn't matter which order you do these folds in, as long as your 2 hot dog bun folds, the picture is on the outside, and one of the diagonals, the picture's on the outside, and on the other one, it's on the inside. Now, the next step is we need to take, okay, here's my cheat sheet. All right, so between this corner and this corner, so we're going to match up this fold right here. Let's see. We are going to match this fold here and this fold here. So we're going to bring this line to this line. And that's going to go to the inside. So we're going to take this fold and we're going to take that fold, or crease, I guess is the right word, those creases. We're going to bring them together. Increase that. And then we are going to do the same thing. When you lay it out, you're going to do the same thing on this side as you just did over here. So I'm going to bring this crease and this crease together. And fold them down. And then we are going to do the same thing with these two creases. This is the crease that we just made. It went to the inside, and then we're going to do the same thing to these two here. So if you've got your two creases here, you're going to take the two that are directly next to them and do the same thing. So what you're doing is you're taking one of these squares that's already been folded in half, and you're just folding it in half again and half again, just to the opposite side. And those two are opposite of each other. And let's see. Next, I feel like I'm flipping and flapping and flopping around a whole lot. Look at that and that and that. And that matches that way. One moment. You know, I figured this out a while back and I haven't revisited it. So now I'm trying to figure out what it was that I figured out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the edges of my demo. Maybe on the inside too, apparently. So that I know which creases go in and which go out. And then I'm not going to start the video again, because then you can see mistakes and you can see how I work through them. How about that? All right, so here is the plan. And I have that matches that, and okay, I see what's missing. This one corner that's going to be the front needs to be folded the opposite direction to the center from what it is, and then you're going to do one more of those folds like that. You see what I mean? One more of those folds like that. So you've got a down, and then the point, and a down, and the side, and then the down, and a point. And do the same thing on this side. All right. And I think that that was wrong. Okay, think. This one's so that's flat. That should go up. Oh, all of these, I did the wrong direction. All right, so this should go up. So you've already made the creases there. That should go up. That should go down. And that should go up. And I'm probably gonna redo this whole video. All right, so keeping it honest, I had to go ahead and finagle and figure and then write down what I needed to do because I was obviously really struggling with remembering how I did it. It has been a little while since I first did the first one, but I think I've got it figured out to where it's pretty easy for you to understand. All right, starting over with this piece of paper. We're going to fold it. I'm a little flustered, diagonally with the print on the inside. I don't think that's what I said the first time. But also when I was figuring that out, I wasn't trying to figure out how to show you. I was trying to come up with it. And I should have gone through and figured out how to show you before I actually started doing it. All right, so next we're going to fold across both ways with the print on the outside. All right, so now we've got these 3 folds. These go that way, and this one goes the other way. We are going to take these 2 diagonal points and bring them together. And as we do that, we're going to come down and fold. And with your pattern, you may decide that one side looks better as the front than the other because this looks like they're upside down, so I'm going to make that the back. All right, so the next thing is I am going to need to fold this, not all the way across, just this little section back and this little section back so that they are going the opposite direction, okay? Because when we do this, we're gonna bring this corner here to this fold here. This is the diagonal. We're gonna bring this corner to meet this crease. It's not gonna come all the way down to the bottom. We're just bringing it over to the crease. Like that. I'm going to crease that, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to bring this crease, which we folded to the inside, or I did, we did, I don't know, maybe you did. We're going to bring this crease, this point, to this fold, just like we did on this one. A little origami-ish, I think. At least it feels that way. I know it's not real origami, I don't think. All right, so we got that. And those two will go inside. But now this wants to be a cone because it doesn't have any creases. So this, oh goodness, okay. Let me get my words straight so that I don't confuse you. For this part, we need to open it up, and this crease that we just made, we're going to come over here and make a matching crease down this side. We're going to match that line right there. We're going to come down with that fold. We're going to come down and match that right there. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, except for I think I lost my place because my alarm went off telling me it's time to fix supper. Yes. All right. And so this one we've got here, and we need to make that same crease over here. I hope you're following me. Let's see. I forgot what crease I'm making. I'm making this one here. Right? I've got this one and this one because I had to turn off my camera. I lost my train of thought. Okay, yes. So I need to bring this piece and match this line right here. And that is the handkerchief fold. Now open it up like this so that you can see. We've got a big flat one here. That's the back. We've got a half size that's more like a diamond in the front. And then the fold is out, in, out, in, out. Out, in, out, in, out. And I'll tell you what, I will try to get a blog post written. It will not go up at the same time as this video, probably not. But you can check that out on my blog, which is called Everything Beautiful E311. Because I haven't changed it to match my to match my YouTube channel. Now, what we can do with this, you don't have to glue anything. You can take some lace and glue it around the edges. You could even add a little monogram here if you wanted to. And then you just take a clip or a paper clip or tuck it into a corner. And I think it's really cute. I think it's cute. It took me a while. I folded this one wrong and got a crease here, but I think that I can cover that up with something. Or just leave it be, because after all, it's a handkerchief. I think I had an extra fold there when I was trying to do the first one. But I like them. I think that they're really pretty. Matter of fact, I'm probably just going to go ahead real quick and add some lace to this, just so you can see what it would look like hanging on a page. I finished these two different ways. One, I put the lace on like I said I was going to, and I have a hint. This lace is not super thin, and I would have a really bulky bunch right there making problems for me. And so I only put the lace on the pieces where it would show. So I put it on the front fold here, and then on these two here because they show as well. And if you wanted to, well, no, because it still wouldn't show, it wouldn't be necessary. So I only put lace on those three places. And it looks like it's got lace all the way around. I mean, it looks just like a lace hanky to me. Doesn't it look like one to you? And I just put a paper clip on it, and I can clip that on the page. if that's what I want to do. This one, I had a thought that I don't have to glue any lace on there. I can use my scissors. If you've got these kind of scissors that have the different cuts on them. And I just made a little edge on there, and I just cannot get, there we go. Can you see that? Let's see. There you go. If I get close enough, you can see it. There we go. And I kept it folded while I cut. And that means that not all of the edges are cut, because some of them don't quite come out, these two right here. But that doesn't matter, because you don't see them anyway until you unfold it to write on it. And I looked for something to put on there, but I couldn't find anything that made me happy, so I'm leaving it like that. I may come up with something different. I may just leave it like that because I like that look too. Oh, today was chaotic. Thank you for sticking through this. If you have come this far, I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me today. And as always, be kind. Bye.